Dale. And when we ran those workshops for these wonderful people in Singapore a couple of months ago, right? And I was in the background watching you in action on virtual, and man, I was hearing these people after a couple of hours. They've met you only for the very first time, and they're singing happy birthday to you. And not only that, right at the start when you get them to do the Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. So you have this ability, Dale, to be able to just capture and energize and make people so engaged and want to learn more from you. Tell me, where does that come from, my friend?
I appreciate the kind words, Dom. I really do. I think for me, I've always wanted to have fun. Like my whole life has been about having fun, right? So I guess a little bit of part of me never really grew up, in a sense. Like there's still that playful, and I think that's why I never knew what I wanted to do. It's because at school, I just loved being part of everything. Speech and drama. Like we would get up, on our own accord at assembly, and we would do skits for like the whole assembly. And it was just fun. It was scary. We were fearful, right? We were like, we're going to act like a bunch of clowns and everyone's going to laugh at us, but we didn't care because it was a group of friends having fun, just doing what we loved. And every lunchtime we would be playing touch footy on the oval, or every morning we'd be bringing the cricket bats and playing cricket in the pavilion. And I remember this one time that the teachers used to come down, right, and kick you off the oval if you didn't have a hat. And about a week of this was happening, right? It was this sun safety week, and they were cracking down on it. And I just got fed up, right, with so many of my friends not bringing hats and getting kicked off the oval. So this one time I went home and I said, that's it. I went around the entire house and collected as many hats as I could. And then I went the next day and the teachers were starting to kick people off. And I was like, here you go, here you go, here you go. It was like Oprah Winfrey, right? You get a hat, you get a hat, you get a hat. And I remember the look on the teacher's face. It was just priceless. And it was almost like, one of those movies where you got the hero, they put the hero up on their back and ride him around. It was like that moment. It was amazing. And that's all it comes back to that, Don. It comes back to that having fun, being around each other and having a great time and connection and happiness and laughter and being with people that are like-minded and creating that atmosphere that people want to be a part of, right? Because people love to be part of things.
Oh my God.
So all I try to do is bring that to every area of my life. And I think that has always been in me. It was my mum recognized it early on. My parents did, my pop, that my soul was just this energetic, playful, fun being. Every time, part of my life, I've tried to bring that energy to it and just be myself. And I think that's where it comes from. That's my gift, in a sense, to the world.
It is amazing. Yeah. And that is something that's so hard to teach. Dale, I've been around for a little while, and I had to learn this. I'm kind of decent with my energy, and some people say that when I do presentations and all that, but it's really very much a learned behavior. You have a gift, Were you always like the class clown, the kind of guy that the life of the party? Is that you, Dale?
Your friend, yeah, I'll say, yeah. I was to a certain extent. Like, I wasn't over the top. Like, I could always know when to pull back a bit. But definitely, I'm the guy, Dom, that goes to a wedding, right? And they think that I'm bringing alcohol in because I'm having such a good time, right? And they're like, oh man, this guy, he's getting crazy. We're going to have to, like, not crazy, like jumping off tables and stupid, just having a good time, right? And they're like, oh, this guy's going to have to go soon. And they're like, oh, he's not drunk.
Wow.
And they're like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, he's just drinking water. So when I grew up in my 20s, like I would go out with my friends, I would never drink, but I would have more fun than them because of just the energy, the atmosphere, the people, the music. I loved it.
Playing full out all the time. Playing full out all the time. I mean, how many kids would go out there and say, wow, running aquarobics for these, I don't know, seniors is fun. Not many. Not many. And yet you do it and you make it fun. And, we talk about EQ and emotional intelligence in the training that we do. I'm sure you're pretty amazing in your knowledge of aquarobics, the techniques, the strategies. I can sense that it was your energy that made you truly special. I mean, clearly you need to have the strategies and the skills and the methods, but what really distinguishes you from most is that pure energy and love that you bring into everything you do, love of life. And importantly, you mentioned creating that culture, creating that atmosphere for other people. You just have that joy and authenticity of to really engage an audience through virtual and fairly skeptical people are going through a lot of change in their lives, to be so open with you, within such a short space of time, that is such a gift.
I think part of that is because, I say this every time I go to Magic Moments, which is that when I'm presenting to youth, for me, there's no hiding anything. It's just being authentic. Just saying, hey, this is who I am. Hey, I'm here for you. I want to have fun. Let's go on an adventure together. And I think people like that. They love that. It's different. It's different for them, right? So I appreciate the kind words, and I guess I learned from a young age that the only opinion that truly matters is our own, of ourselves, right? So I just make sure that everything I do is I just bring me to that. Even if it's fearful, even if I think, there's times where I think, oh my God, this person's, like a big CEO or a big this or a big that, and we put them on a pedestal. And I just have to remind myself constantly, it's like, Dale, just be you, be yourself, And I think there's that natural curiosity. I actually enjoy connecting with people, finding out what makes them tick, what they love. I love that. When someone talks to me about boats and they say, oh, I love going out on the water. I say, oh, that's awesome. Like, what do you love about it? They say, oh, the wind in my hair and, just the feeling of the water. And I think when you take an interest in people, like a genuine interest, right, authentic, there's no agenda, then you instantly build such an amazing rapport that people just want to open up to you. Yes. And it's so funny. I've had so many coaching clients over the years get in trouble, like from their partners, because they've opened up to me and told me stuff that never told their partners, so that's always an awkward moment, right, for me. But if you want to get results in your life, then you've got to be honest with yourself.
Clearly you can see someone who's driven by living his life to the fullest and bringing fun and joy in everything that he does and making it extraordinary, not just for himself, for other people. And importantly, also what drives him is the desire to just stretch and grow and just be curious. I love the word curiosity, curiosity about life, curiosity about people, that hunger to learn, and ultimately in order to serve and make people's life even better.